We got the real jam going down. Welcome to the Space Jam.
Welcome to Jam Central at the Dignity Health Event Center. I'm your host, Renelle Geiser. Let's get started with our Jam playbook, where I have General Manager of the Bakersfield Jam and Director of the Phoenix Suns Player Personnel, Bubba Burrage. It's so nice to have you here with us today, Bubba. So let's just break it down a little bit. It's the second season of our single affiliation with the Phoenix Suns. How are the Suns doing this season?
Our young guys that we had here last year, particularly TJ Warren, is doing very well. Very pleased with the experience that he got here and then the translation that it's going in the NBA. It's been good. Archie has gotten probably less minutes. The minutes that he's gotten on the floor, he looks a little more professional, a little more at ease. So from that standpoint, it's been really good. It's really been fun to see those guys kind of transfer what they were doing here over to the big leagues.
Exactly. So how are the Jam doing for you this season, like in the eyes of the Phoenix Suns? Like, how are we?
We're doing great. We have some nice young prospects that we had in our training camp. Right now, at this very moment, we have some injuries that are kind of at the wrong time. Tarico was really playing well for us. Tarico White really seemed like he was coming along, and then he got his ankle sprained. And Deontay was kind of trending. He looked a little more comfortable in the court in his position, and he got sick. So I thought we were kind of moving in the right direction. We had won several games in a row, and we were looking like a good formed team. Our rotations were solid, and then that kind of set us back a little bit. But, the Suns haven't used the Jam like they did last year. Devin Booker was drafted, and he's actually playing, and he's in the rotation. So he's one of the players that, would have probably been on assignment as a rookie, but he's actually playing for the Suns. So we're here when they want us to and need us, and that's our philosophy. We're ready when they are, and
anything can happen.
Anything can happen. That's right. You're right. I think Xavier Munford has shown great strides from year one to year two, and you can really see like his experience as a point guard is really coming through. He didn't play any point guard in college, so he's getting recognized. They're following what he's doing. He's an interesting guy because he can score the ball, and he's learning how to make plays for others. But yeah, I would say it's a little bit difficult for that shell to crack, knowing that Eric and Brandon are playing at a pretty high level.
That's a good question.
But to add to that, these guys are playing for all the teams in the NBA as well. So they can get plucked by any team, and we would love to see that happen. So.
Let's talk about your promotion that you got over the summer that the Suns gave you. You're now the Director of Player Personnel. How has that been, that transition, and what are some of the new roles that you have in that position?
The transition's been good. I would say the difference would be a little more like communication with the head front office people, wanting a little more of my ideas and analysis, still doing the scouting, still monitoring the players in the NBA, still doing the stuff here with the Jam. We have two people in particular here with the Jam, Lewis Lehman and Dylan DeBusk, and they're taking on a huge role. I'm kind of backing off on that a little bit, just so I can focus on the NBA stuff. So I would say it's been probably better than expected, and they understand, from my standpoint, what I'm doing here with the Jam and then what I'm doing there. I would say it'll probably get real busy with the college stuff after the trade deadline in February. I'll start focusing a lot more on the college stuff in the draft then. So it piles up, and then it kind of goes down a little bit, and then it piles back up.
Just always up and down. Yep. Well, that's awesome. Let's see. What else? How has it been for the coaches, in the sense, because we have a whole new coaching staff this season, how has it been for them taking on the Phoenix Suns type of way of coaching style, or going through that with the players?
Yeah, Jeff, had Chris there in training camp, and Jeff's main message was, don't feel like you have to do everything that we're doing based off of our personnel. If you don't have that, because we didn't really know what our team was going to look like at that point, use your own coaching styles and plays that you like. And so I thought that was really helpful for Chris to, not be allowed to do that, so to speak, but just have that freedom to use it. You've seen us, we played 2 guards before here. You've seen us probably be a little bigger than some of the other teams, and then we go more conventional. So, I think that from the standpoint of Chris, he was in the NBA as a coach. He played in D League when it was the CBA, I think, and then Tyrone, has been a coach in the D League, and Ira, and so he has a pretty good staff there that has a balance of the current D League that he can help. They can help him kind of navigate through the things that he might not see, and then he has a very strong coaching, I'd say, IQ and idea about basketball that really shows through with the players. And I feel like we have the best staff in the D League in terms of the development of the players, and I've seen great development with Xavier and with Rico in particular. So it's been really fun to see the players really just kind of the lights kind of clicking,
and just take on more and participate more and grow more,
and really grow more, and understand what's being said to them and what they need to do as pros.
Well, great. Thank you so much for stopping by, Bubba, and we appreciate having you again with us this season.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now we are moving right into our one-on-one locker room talk with Jam player Earl Clark. So nice to have you on our show today, Earl. How are you doing this morning?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. Okay, so you have had an extensive and an impressive basketball career. Let's talk about your time spent at the University of Louisville. You were there for 3 seasons. How was it playing for the notable head coach, Rick Pipinto?
It was cool. Learned a lot from him. He taught me a lot of things, not only about basketball, but life. And it was a great experience. We won a lot of games, and it was real fun.
Awesome, great. Did he teach you anything that you still carry with you to this day as you further yourself in your basketball career?
Yeah, he always told me nobody's ever going to feel sorry for me. It's a dog-eat-dog world, and you got to wake up every day and work hard, and just pursue your dreams and get everything you can out of each day and don't take it for granted.
That's great. I love that saying. That's awesome. Let's see here. Back in 2009, you were drafted by the Phoenix Suns, their 14th overall pick, which is amazing because it was right after your 3 seasons in Louisville. How was your time in Phoenix?
It was great. I was young. I had a lot of fun there. Just living on my own, with my family. It was different from being in the dorm with my teammates. Becoming a professional, learning the business of basketball was a real learning experience for me.
How does it feel to be a part of a team that is an extension of the Phoenix Suns?
It's cool, man. It kind of brings me back a little bit, hearing about the guys that went to training camp there and working with the guys that I was there in 2009 with. So, it's cool. Hopefully I can get back there, and it's just good just to be around and knowing their system and knowing that I was there before and being familiar
Exactly,
with
having that background with them. I would like to say that you got your first big NBA break when you were with the Los Angeles Lakers. Could you tell us more about that?
LA was a good experience for me. A few guys got hurt and got my opportunity to play. It was the first time I was able to get a lot of minutes. I just went out there and showed people what I can do, and it was great, being out there playing with one of the best players in my era, and I had a lot of fun. LA is great, it's fun on and off the court. It's a lot of things to do, a lot of business opportunities, and I just try to take advantage of it.
And I assume you're talking about Kobe Bryant when you say playing.
Yeah, definitely.
So how was it playing with him during his last season?
It was cool. I learned a lot from him. He was a great teammate. He always gave me good advice. He always was straightforward, and it gave me a lot of confidence when I was out there playing with him.
I heard that head coach Mike D'Antoni called your performance with the Lakers phenomenal. You just showed up, played, worked hard. How was it working under him?
It was great. He was one of the first coaches that just let me be myself. He didn't really put any restrictions on my game, and I thank him for that. He just told me to go out there and play, And for somebody like me, that's cool. I don't really play well with coaches that, like tell me what to do or tell me not to do this and do that. So he was one of the first coaches that let me go out there and show people what I could do. So I'll forever thank him for that.
You're a 6-year NBA vet. You've spent time with the Suns, like I said previously, Orlando Magic, the Lakers, Cavaliers, Knicks, Nets. It's a lot. That's a handful. Had stints in the D-League with Iowa Energy back in 2010 and Rio Grande Valley Vipers last season in 2014. How was your time with those D-League teams?
It was fun. It was real short. I only played a few games there, and in Iowa it was my first time down in the D-League, and I just tried to take advantage of the playing time. I was happy to be out there and playing basketball again. Rio Grande last year, the 4 games I was there, I had a lot of fun playing with the guys. I even seen last night, they have a great system where they just run like a D'Antoni system, shoot threes, run, and it's been great. I think D-League is a great experience, especially for guys that's not getting the opportunity to play, to stay ready, and also for your confidence, because once you're sitting over there for 15 games, 20 games, sometimes you can forget some of the things you can do and lose your confidence. And I think it's good for guys to get out here and get a chance to play.
I don't know if you remember when you were on the Vipers last season and you played here and we had that triple overtime.
Yeah.
It was an intense game.
Yeah, it was a great game. We still talk about that.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell us about your time overseas. You were in China last season. How was that? What's the difference being, here playing in the D-League NBA teams to being overseas in China?
It's a big difference just because, after the game I was going straight back to my hotel room, not doing anything else. But basketball, it was pretty much the same. They got some good, talented guys out there, Chinese, and I played against some American guys also. And it's a different culture over there. They do a lot of things different, but it was great. Good learning experience for me. Great opportunity, something I could tell my children about. And I was just grateful that I could just still play basketball, and they have a great league over there.
See, what have been some of your favorite moments in your career? What are some highlights?
Winning the Big East championship in college. I think the Big East was the best conference in basketball that year. Obviously getting drafted, was one of my goals to get drafted. Probably playing with Kobe Bryant was a great experience, a great achievement of mine, and I'll say that's it.
So let's talk about your time with the Jam. How has it been settling in Bakersfield, maybe teaching, the newer players a few things? How has your experience been here so far?
It's been great. Coach has been cool. Organization, you guys are always cool with us and nice and take care of us. I feel like it's a family environment. I've been on other teams. We didn't really have like Thanksgiving dinners or Christmases. And I think that's pretty big, for an organization to look into that and care about it. And I think we got a good team. It's a lot of ups and downs, because we got a lot of young guys who just came out of school and can't really pick up on the concepts as fast. But I think as the year go on, we're just going to get better and start growing together. So it's been a cool experience.
It'll be a good season, I'm sure. So, Earl, you have been ranked the number 2 D-League prospect for a few weeks now. How does that feel for you, and where do you want to take your career next, and what are your goals?
I think it's been great. I've been trying to work hard every day to, improve my game and show people that I am an NBA player. That's the number 1 goal for me, to get a call up, an opportunity to play my game, and it just feels good to be recognized and people be able to see my talent. And I'm just trying to, stay of course, take every day, one day at a time, and just continue to play good basketball.
Well, thank you so much for stopping by. We appreciate having you and hearing your journey. It's just been an amazing one. Just keep climbing. And stay tuned for our Off the Court news. Welcome back, everyone. Now we will be closing off our show with Off the Court News. Last Wednesday, the Bakersfield Jam players and coaching staff all went to visit the Bakersfield Memorial Hospital and also Bakersfield's Ronald McDonald House. There, they met children and their families, read a few stories to them, and passed out candy canes. Let's check out how the event went.
You better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. You better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming, I mean the big fat man with the long white beard. He's coming to town.
We would like to thank Jam partner Dignity Health for having us at this event and letting us meet all the wonderful children and families. Tune into our next episode, January 8th at 3 p.m. and follow the Bakersfield Jam on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I'm your host, Ronelle Geiser, signing off from the Dignity Health Event Center. Thank you all for stopping by again, and have a Merry Christmas.